Yes, friends. Good afternoon again. So today also we are going to practice some straight lines double inclination problem. Many problems we discussed so far. Problem to problem, the given data and the data to be found out may be vary, but the template and the utmost answer is the same in the case of all straight lines problems. So in that way, today also we are going to see one problem. Let me do. What is this? The question is a straight line PQ, a straight line PQ 100 mm long, 100 mm long has its end P 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. The front and top views are 70 mm and 86 mm long. Complete the projections, find the inclinations to HP and VP. This is what the question asked here, and let's go for answer. First of all, we have to write the given data. The straight line name is given as PQ, PQ, and the length of the line is given in the question, that is 100 mm. And the end P 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. The end P is 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. The front and top views are 70 mm and 86 mm long. That is, the front view length is given as 70 mm and the top view length, that is TVL, is given as 86 mm. And you needed to complete the projections and find out the angle of inclinations of the line with the HP and the VP. So you needed to draw all the things in the front view and the top view area. In addition, you have to find out the theta and phi. Theta is nothing but the true inclination of the line with respect to HP, and phi is the true inclination of the line with respect to VP. So these things you have to find out from the obtained answer. Okay. So as usual, we can start with our XY line. And out of the all given data, which data has to be work first is the locus related data. That is the one end P of the line PQ is located 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. By using these two data, we can draw the locus of the end P in front view and the top view. Do it now. So for that, first measure 10 mm above XY and 15 mm below XY. The dimensions what I am choosing and using here are just approximate. Okay. This line is nothing but locus of the end P in front view, and that is locus of P in the top view area. Okay. Immediately you can mark the point P in both front and top views. That is, here we are having the end P dash and there the end P. Now I used that data, and here you can see the front view length 70 mm, top view length 86 mm, lines original, that is the true length, is 100 mm. Okay, that 100 mm, if you want to use, you are in need of theta or phi or any other locus or projector. But you can directly use this front view length and the top view length in their respective place. Where the respective place is there, just refer the template where the FVL and TVL can be located. See here, where is FVL? Here it is. Front view length line need to be located in the front view area in the locus of P, and that should be parallel to the XY line. Okay, parallel to the XY line. So front view length is measures 70 mm. That 70 mm length line can be located here. I am saying this based on the template only. Okay. So here you need to locate the 70 mm length front view length line in the locus of P. Just measure it. You need not to draw a line here. Just mark its terminal. Measure 70 mm. This is nothing but Q1 dash. Okay, Q1 dash. And immediately you can draw the projector for this. The projector should be perpendicular to an XY line. And once you are doing these things with the help of the drafter, definitely you need not to worry about whether it is going perpendicular to XY or not. So use your drafter always. And the top view length given in the question is 86 mm. Okay, 86 mm. Where you can locate the top view length? Here it is. Here it is. The top view length line can be located in the top view area parallel to XY in the locus of point P. Okay. Measure 86 mm and locate it in the locus of P in the top view area. Approximately I can mark here. Let me to summarize it, students. So from the beginning, I just drawn the XY line, and by using the locus data of the point P, I drawn the locus of point P in the front view area 10 mm above XY, and the locus of the point P in the top view area 15 mm below XY. And by using the given front view length 70 mm, I marked the point Q1 dash, which is P dash Q1 dash as front view length line in the front view area, which is parallel to XY. And by using the top view length 86 mm, I marked the point here in the top view length line should be marked in the top view area with the parallel to XY and in the locus of P. Here I marked the point, and the name of that point is Q2. Okay, it is Q2. It is Q2. And immediately we can draw the projector for that point Q2. So I used the front view length data and the top view length data. So beyond the true length, I used all the data given in the question in the answer area. Now we have to think what will be the next step. See here, we are provided with the front view length line and the top view length line. By using these two, there is any possibilities are there for goes to the next step. We have to think by seeing the basic template. Let's start from the front view area. Now we are having a line front view length in the front view area. See this line we are having. Just to think about the pair of that line. The pair of front view length line is nothing but in the top view area you can have the true length line. True length line. So here you can draw the true length line. with the help of having the front view length line, openly saying by tracking the projector. So actually the true length line in the top view has to be drawn with the length 100 mm, which is given in the question, along with the angle phi. That true length line in the top view area has to loaded with along with the phi angle. But here the phi angle is not given, but you are having the projector of Q1 dash. You are having the projector of Q1 dash. If you load your compass with 100 mm and starting from this point and cut one arc in the projector of Q1 dash, then you can locate the true length line in the top view area without knowing the angle. So after that you can measure that angle. Okay, let's do it. Measure 100 mm length in your canvas and then cut the arc. So for that you have to use proper tools. Here for the demonstration purpose, I am taking every dimensions in approximate way only. By making P as a center, and I am cutting one arc in the projector of Q1 dash. And that point is nothing but Q1. This is nothing but Q1, the pair of Q1 dash. Immediately you can draw the locus for that. So this locus is nothing but locus of the end Q in the top view area. Locus of the end Q in the top view area. Immediately you can draw the true length line in the top view. That is TLT, which is just drawn that. That is by using the front view length line, we found the pair of that front view length line, top view true length line here. Immediately you can measure how much the angle of inclination bound between the true length in top view line with respect to XY. Measure it and mark it. For me here, it is 29 degree. The phi value what I am getting here is 29 degree. By using the proper tools and actual dimensions, your results may vary. Okay. The meanwhile, the same job we can done in order to find out the true length line in the front view area. See here we are already having the top view length PQ2 in the top view area. See this one we are having. This one we are having. Top view length line. Its pair is true length in the front view. True length in the front view. That we can find out by the same way what we did just now. See here, you can track the projector of Q2 in the front view area. Measure 100 mm in your canvas from P dash, cut one arc in the projector of Q2. Then you can draw the true length line in the front view area. The true length never vary from front view to top view. So I am referring this with the P as center and in the locus of Q2. Now I am cutting one arc. This will help me to mark the Q2 dash. Here Q2 dash. Immediately you can draw the locus for that. This is nothing but the locus of the end Q in the front view area. And then you can draw the true length line in the front view. So now you can measure the angle bound between the true length line in the front view and the XY line. Measure it and mark. For me here it is 20 degree. Now all set. The job is to draw the front view and the top view. Already we are having the front view length line and the top view length line in both front and top views. Just arc them towards the particular locus and you can finish the drawing. So by making P dash as center and Q1 dash as radius, I am drawing an arc towards the locus of Q in front view area. There I can mark the final Q dash. This is my final Q dash. Okay. And if you connect P dash and Q dash, this will be your final front view. That is the required front view. Same way, by making P as a center and Q2 as radius, if you draw one arc, this will cut the locus of Q at a point. That point may be called as the point final Q. Final Q. And you can join P and Q to complete the top view. And if you draw the projector from Q dash, definitely this will cut the Q. But here it is not possible since I am taking the dimensions only in the approximate way. So definitely my projector won't connect with the Q. But in your work, definitely this much of offset error you can't get. Once you are using the perfect dimension and the proper tools, definitely the Q dash and the Q will be lying in a same projector. Okay, this is actually wrong since I am using the fact dimensions only. Just collect the procedure only from this lecture. And you can now measure the angle alpha and beta also. So the angle alpha is nothing but the angle between the front view and the XY. Here it is 26 degree for me. And the beta, the angle between the top view and the XY line. For me here it is 33 degree. So in this way you can complete this question by using the data as given. What we did here is we provided with the true length and the front view length and the top view length. So by the details given in the question, we completed the answer. Here it is. You can try the same with the proper tools in the A3 size paper. And good luck. Thank you very much. Bye.